the rivalry, if you will, with Tom McEwen as the Mongoose. So that was certainly did more for drag racing probably than anything in the history of drag racing. I would venture to guess.
Well, yeah, it's nice of you to say. When I look back on my career, I think that was the point where not only did it change our lives, it changed drag racing,
right.
Period. From bringing in non-automotive sponsors like Mattel, Hot Wheels.
Right.
Mongoose McEwen was the guy that came up with that idea by going to Hot Wheels and talking to him about a sponsorship. And this is like 1969,
Wow.
70. So.
Wow.
It was pretty unique to have a sponsor like that back in the day.
Sure. Yeah, it's commonplace to see non-automotive sponsors nowadays. You see Tide and you see, restaurants and things like that. But back then, that was unique. And, of course, Hot Wheels, I mean, as a kid growing up, I was born in the early 60s. And so Hot Wheels to me was everything. It was my connection to cars and drag racing with you guys. And, of course, the most iconic thing to me was the car haulers that you and Tom had, which were absolutely amazing. The Dodge D700s were, I guess they were cool. Real like utility trucks that were used for like hauling a crew up into the woods, I guess, for a logging adventure or whatever.
Yeah, well, actually, I got mine. We're talking 1970.
Right.
That's way back. And so at the time in drag racing, the guys that had the cool rigs were Sox and Martin,
right?
Dick Landy, guys like that. Not in funny cars, but in pro stocks or whatever they call them in the day. So they had really nice ones. So we got with Plymouth with our Hot Wheels cars. Dick Maxwell, a fellow running the Plymouth at the time, racing. He hooked us up with those trucks. And mine actually came from Richard Petty.
Right.
He was turning it back in. It was a 4-door D700 crew cab.
Right.
And so we got the cab and chassis and built the back on it. And McEwen's came the same way. They were both used trucks.
Right.
But they were state-of-the-art at the time.
And they were probably as much of a draw as the funny cars were back in the day, weren't they? I mean, people were really drawn to those trucks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When we roll into a track in York, Pennsylvania or someplace, they gathered around because they were really cool.
Yeah.
We were like the Charlie Daniels band, coming in with their buses and stuff.
Exactly.
It was all show business.
Sure.
And I think that's the part that made drag racing was all the show business and the colorful cars. And once again, Revell and Mattel, and they're the ones that got, I think, funny car going back in the day.
The Classic Auto Mall Show with their host, Stuart Howden.